That video cut off. I'm making a new video. So yeah, they got my life stories in movies and in books. I wonder who left that behind, huh? You know how when you watch like The Simpsons and you watch um, certain things and everything's scripted and everything has to be a certain way. And like if you see if you see it in The Simpsons, you probably saw it in a movie or you saw it in the news, you saw it somewhere. Because everything is scripted. I guess everything is Hollywood, really. So everything you see on TV is scripted and is Hollywood, even the news. So I guess they're going on script, right? And somebody must have gave them that script, right? Yeah. It has to have the day when it has to come on TV and it has to be a certain way and it's a message for somebody. I wonder who. I guess I dotted all the I's and crossed all the T's before I went to sleep. And me understanding it this way, it must have been me. Like I wanted to make sure that I got probably hints. And the reason why I don't remember a lot of things is because I chose probably not to remember these things so that I can live a normal man's life, like a regular nigga. And I chose this body to just be a regular nigga, like a regular nigga walking around, like nobody would even know it was me unless I started talking. I'm trying to tell you this plane is perfect. And now there's this dude that's coming behind the moon. You guys seen that? I wonder who that is. And then they talking about there's gonna be another moon coming in the atmosphere, and it's gonna stay. And nobody has questioned that. Like, hmm, bro, this is it's interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Very interesting. This is bro, I tell you this, it's getting interesting. It's getting more interesting by the day. Yep. The bro, very interesting. And then I seen the other day. I seen the Osiris and Isis thing when she went and got Osiris' body from that castle that king made, and that that pillar where Osiris' body was grown into because of that tree. You know that's symbolism, right? That's like symbolism. That's what, everything really is symbolism. So, uh, um, they threw Osiris' body into the Nile River, and that coffin thing got caught with some trees, and then the coffin grew within the trees. And a king took that tree and made a pillar for one of his pillars in the kingdom. That's all symbolism. The tree is a family tree. The the tree is a family tree. Yeah. So I was put into a family tree as a pillar in that family tree, as a prince. And how it goes, Isis went into that family's house to work as a maid, and she gave the prince powers. And then I just got that today while I was working, right? I'm cutting somebody's hair, and I kind of understood it. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy that she did that. Because I remember being 14, right? And I have this aunt and an uncle in DR that, since she's the oldest of the sisters of my mother, right? She was the one that was chosen to manage the family's farms, her and her husband, because her husband was really good at that. Like, my family in DR, they own farms and dairy farms, and they deal with cheese and milk. So in DR, when I was 14, I don't know how much is it now. I really don't go into that. The family had over 5,000 head of cattle, right, for milk. And they used to sell the milk to the milk companies and to the cheese companies. So I remember my mother sent me when I was 14 on vacation to DR, and she sent me to my aunt's house, and I was there. And I used to go to the farm to ride horses all day, to chill with the workers when they was going to the rivers to swim and whatever. And at night we used to come home. We used to take showers, eat something that the maid cook, and then go to sleep. And while I was there was this new maid. She was a Haitian woman. She was beautiful, bro. Like, her features were wow, right? But she was dark, but she was beautiful. And she always wore this white head wrap, right? And I remember one day coming out the shower, turning off the light, and I got startled because she was dead in the living room, standing, looking at me. And all I saw was her white eyes, right? And I got startled, like, oh shit, that was you. And that's who I had my first child with at 14. Yeah. And that was the first time I was with a woman at 14 years old. And that happened, and I completely forgot about that. I asked my grandmother after I was here about that woman, and she told me, "No, my your aunt told her to um, to leave because she came up pregnant." And then I told my grandmother that day, "Grandma, I think that's my child." And my grandmother told me something like, "Oh no, don't worry about that. She had an abortion." And then listening to people growing up about abortions in DR are really expensive, really, really expensive. And in DR, those people that get abortions at that time was people that had a lot of money. So for a maid to get an abortion, I don't believe that. And I guess she told me that, so I won't even think about that. And yeah, it worked because I never thought about it again. Now my thing in the barbershop was, could that have been ISIS? Hmm, I guess I won't know until the end. But it's funny how I was thinking about that ISIS thing and that came into play. And then I got goosebumps. And then when you listen to the ISIS story, you you learn that ISIS gave that prince powers to become a great king. So my life has been planned for since I was born. It's not like I just woke up one day and said, "Nah, I'm gonna be the king of Israel." No. In fact, 5 years ago, when I was reading the Bible, and I said, "Father, I would love to be the next king of Israel." And I got these goosebumps, bro, and tears started coming out my eyes, and bro, I got goosebumps for hours after saying that. Hours, and I didn't understand the goosebumps at that time yet, like I do now. The goosebumps is when you get the Holy Ghost. That's when you say something and the Most High answers you immediately with the Holy Ghost. That goosebumps, depending on what you ask it for, is telling you yes. Like, but I mean, powerful. Like I was vibrating high at that moment. And the man thing does the man thing. Like, maybe you're not no king. Shut up. You know, keep moving, keep doing what you're doing. It does that. So I don't know, bro. Like, it's weird how things happen. But is it weird? No, and it's not coincidence either. Like, I try to tell you, the Most High is perfect and the Great Mother. On another note, today's September 21st. I think Libra starts today, right? Oh, now he's on horoscopes and this and that. Bro, that's all our things. So it doesn't matter if you don't want to deal with your things, it's still your things. Numerology, everything is yours. We're the ones that form every civilization. And every time that there has ever been an earth, it was us that started everything. The Israelites, the true Egyptians. It doesn't matter if you don't want to believe in your things. It's the truth, and the truth matters. Just because you don't want to believe in something doesn't mean it's not real. It's gonna be real whether you believe in it or not. It's just the truth. hmm So at some point, you guys gonna have to eh, accept it and embrace it. You are who you are, an Israelite, and this is why I got so pissed one day. I'm going through Instagram and I find this video about these Arabs destroying a whole Egyptian um, temple that they found. They were just breaking all the walls and destroying all the artifacts. They was just destroying that shit. That shit got me so pissed, bro. And I was crying because I didn't even know I was crying, but that shit got me pissed and I was crying. Because that day I understood that the ones that call themselves Egyptians are not Egyptians. Those are not the real Egyptians. Mm-mm. We're the real Egyptians. We're the Israelites. Those was imposters because Egyptians didn't speak Arab. Mm-mm. They spoke Hebrew. hmm The Jewish people don't even speak Hebrew. They speak Kiddush. Mm? So those can't be the real Israelites. They call themselves Israelis. Better yet, Israelis. Look, it's high time. And I'm going to tell you this. Your things are absolutely beautiful. 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 Bro. And then if they were the real Egyptians, then they would explain everything to the T. But they can't explain it because they don't even know how to read it. They don't know how to read our things. Come on, bro. And then pyramids. What? Pyramids in Egypt? And then you got the Grand Canyon, which was pyramids, and the Sphinx. And then you got over 6 to 7,000 pyramids in the United States that are covered up by water or dirt and grass and trees and all this other shit. And then you look at Mexico. Mexico got the same pyramids and everything. Bro, we formed every civilization on Earth. That's why you got the Mayans, you got the Egyptians, you got Mesopotamia, you got everything talking about the same thing because they were the same people. The same people. Israelites. Yeah. bro. And in those temples is how you get to Zion. Everything that is written on it is how you get to Zion. It's how it's a map for you to go back home. But guess what? The churches have told you that meditation is demonic. Mhm. Everything's demonic. It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. And then you start reading on Joseph Smith Jr., and you find out that the Most High, gave him powers to translate the Mayan calendar, which is a tablet. So why is that connected to that? If that has nothing to do with our things. Hmm? And then why is Anubis in Joseph Smith's books if Egypt is not connected to the Most High? Those are questions, bro. Those are questions. And those questions deserve an answer. But you have to ask the question. And then the Most High guides you to the knowledge. It's the only way. Yeah, you are the Egyptians. You are the Israelites. It's the same people. And no, you was not a slave in Egypt. You was a king in Egypt. You was a god. You hear me? You was a god in Egypt. Okay? A god. An angel, whatever you want to call it. Yes, you was. But here's the thing, bro. You still are a god. You still are an angel. You just have to activate yourself so you can remember yourself. I'm not lying to you. You are so powerful, bro. Sis. This is why they fear you. When you get mad, they tell you to calm down. Because they know the power you hold inside. Yeah. They just really learned everything about us, right? And they use ourselves against ourselves. This is the programming. Mhm. They program the shit out of us. And then they tell you, no, this CIA room, that they take you to this room and they program you and they do this. No, they do this shit on TVs. They've been programming you since you was a fucking baby, watching TV, making you form their world for them. And guess what happens? When the real important people stop watching TV, the world crumbles because there's no more programming happening. And this is what you're seeing in the world right now. The programming is not working anymore. The gods are remembering themselves. Primordial beings trying to tell you the planet's perfect. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Queen. And then, like, I stay thinking about a lot of things, right? And I stay thinking about how it's gonna pan out, right? And everything plays a key, bro. Everything. Everything happens just in the nick of times. It's like the Most High's playing chess with the mother, and everything happens when it's supposed to happen, bro. And then I tell you, like, I'm the son of the Most High God, right? And I know who I am. I'm Michael, right? And I know a couple of my past lives. I kind of remember them, right? And just like me, there's a female. Has to be, because the Most High creates a man and a woman. He would have never made his son if he didn't make his counterpart. Trying to tell you. So, just like me, there's a woman. Second half, yin yang. It's in everything, bro. In fact, the what you guys call the Star of David is not a star, bro. And then y'all like to say it's a lily. It's not a lily either. No, it's two triangles, and they represent the Son of God and the daughter of God, and together they form that star, which is the sun, which is the moon, which is where we're from, which means we're light beings. That's the power to that. And it also represents ether, love, bro. This is like every day it gets more and more beautiful. At first it started bumpy, but now it's like gliding through things, and it's getting clearer and clearer every day. Wow. You know what's the crazy part though? You're gonna tell us it's not us, and you're gonna change all the names of all the places, and then you're gonna keep the name Israel, but you won't put a people to that. And then the people you choose to put for that, you call them Israelis and Jewish. Not Jews, not Israelites, Jewish and Israelis. Like, it's in your face, bro. It's in your face. It's always been in your face. The blasphemy, right? Wow. Because to tell you the truth, I think if they would have called themselves Israelites, the Most High would have burned them all. And probably, I don't know, they tried that and they got murdered for saying that. Like the Most High just burned them. That's just a guess I have. So they'll have to disguise the name. And then there's certain words that the Bible has, Proverbs. a byword, right? They use nothing but bywords on us. They don't use it on them. Like the N word, what the ones called N words and spics. Like it's us. And then the prophecies, the curses is on the ones that use those words, you know? I'm like, wow. But it couldn't get more clearer than this. It's just a beautiful thing that's happening. It's like this great unfolding. But I'll tell you this, we're going into October. Wow. Look, as I'm talking to you, my first eye is lit, lit. Thank you, Father. Bro. But then, you know what was my question before? I used to ask myself like that, but why would, why would all this, why would I do this? And the answer came because they had to expose themselves. They had to do what they really wanted to do. And they would have never done it if they knew who it was or how he looked and where he was at. The plan is perfect. Bro, some of them till this day don't even want to believe it. And that's fine. That's fine. But doing everything they did, it's like they spit up and the spit falls right on their face. Because all the shit they had already tried and it's never worked and it's never going to work. At the end, they have to, they fold. They be like, nah, this it's him, bro. None of this shit work. Our shit works because we use it all the time, bro. And it won't work on him no matter what we do. It won't work. And every time we do something, it just goes bad for us. Yeah. The problem is you can't use magic. You can't use magic on magic. It doesn't work. I absorb it. I transmute it and keep it. And if I don't like what I transmute, I send that shit back. Uh-huh. And honestly, to tell you the truth, I haven't been sending nothing back lately. It just does it on its own now. It's beautiful, I'm trying to tell you. But look, you'll see me pretty soon. For those that don't want to believe, you'll see me pretty soon in my true body. I love you guys.